Guys, here we are now with an absolute legend, a man that needs no introduction at all. I've got two-time and current Mr. Olympia, Phil the Gift Heath here with me. Phil, how are you, mate? Thanks so much for coming down.
I'm great, thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, very good. Now, mate, I understand you're from Seattle, aren't you, in the States? Is that right? And you got a background as a basketballer.
Yeah. I played basketball in college, and thank goodness I was able to do that. And now going to bodybuilding. Yeah, it's been awesome.
I think one of the guys you played with in school, Jamal Crawford, is that right? He's now going on to play with the Clippers in the NBA?
Yeah, so Jamal Crawford played for the Clippers. Also another gentleman that went to my same high school, Nate Robinson, slam dunk champion for the Bulls. Yeah. And then also Terrence Williams that plays for Boston Celtics. So where I come from, we've bred a lot of good basketball players for sure.
Yeah. Nate, mate, he's a little nugget, isn't he? He could have been a bodybuilder himself.
Oh, absolutely. He's got an awesome physique.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously you've started off there. How did the transition occur where you've got into bodybuilding?
Well, shortly thereafter, I just wanted to feel good and look a little bit better. I got with a bunch of guys that were from one of my computer programming classes that were currently bodybuilding, and I thought, who are these guys on your laptop that you keep talking about, to another friend? And he said, oh, this is Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, blah, blah, blah. And I said, these guys are pretty awesome, man. So I come to the gym and find out. So I started training with them. Next thing you know, I started watching these guys compete in the amateur level. Then I just got hooked, and I thought, well, what the heck? Why not do one myself? And then I wasn't, up until then, I had no idea that how hard it was going to be. And then I won my first contest, and then, I won the sixth there, later after that. So, and it, started a great career for me. And obviously, I found my niche in life. I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah, you must have worked out pretty quick, though, that genetically you were quite fortunate.
Yeah, I would say so. I know a lot of people, have seen me grow very quickly, and I will say that the genetics played a role, but I would also say the hard work and just understanding, my body and not being, just understanding what people have done to their physiques that promoted good gains and what pitfalls they've also fell into. So my thing was just to make sure that I make the least amount of mistakes so that I don't repeat the same ones that other guys have made in the gym.
I'm thinking about the journey you've been on, the hours that you've put into us. Describe the feeling when you've come off stage at Mr. Olympia. You've just been crowned defending two-time champ.
It's like no other, really, because to win one championship is one thing, but to win a second time kind of reminds you that you are who they say you are, which is the best in the world. And it was a reminder for myself to say, it wasn't a one-hit wonder. You can get this monkey off your back. There was a ton of stress going on, going into it. And now I can just focus on number 3.
Yeah, awesome. So a lot of hype gets us to this year. Massive hype around this year's event. Tell us, where are you at with your training, mentally and physically, I guess?
Physically, right now, my training's been going really well. I'm getting ready to close out my off-season program in the next 6 weeks. My weight has been good. I've been trying to keep much leaner by doing these appearances and whatnot. But, strength-wise, everything good. Emotionally, everything's really good. I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to, go through the whole process of transforming my physique into Mr. Olympia caliber. But to be honest, I'm just very fortunate. I just realize how fortunate I am to have all these amazing fans, come in here and show a lot of support. And they're going to give me the energy necessary to get number 3, and I'm very pumped about it.
I mean, mate, clearly you love coming out to Australia. I know you've been here a few times now. I'm interested, if you had grown up in Australia, which one of our sports do you reckon you would have dominated?
I would have definitely tried to play Aussie rule football. I would have definitely tried that because I was always very fast and strong. So I would have definitely tried that. But obviously, basketball here is pretty good. So I would have definitely been playing basketball as well. But I definitely think, rugby or Australian rules would have been my ticket. I would have really liked it.
I won't get you to tackle me, mate. I'd rather have a kick-to-kick session, I think. But listen, Phil's going to be here for the next 3 days. There's a massive lineup of people. He's been the best bloke of all time. He's waiting, he's answering all your questions. He's here for photos. Come down. We've got 2 more days left. We're in Hall 2, the strength and conditioning zone on the nutrition system stand. Phil, thank you so much. It's an absolute honour. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Just before we go, we've got to get a flex, don't we, for the camera? So here we go. Have a look at the gun. Awesome, mate.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, Phil.
Appreciate
it, man. Good stuff.